Hi, my name is George Stanley, and I'm going to be going through what I learned from lesson 7 to lesson 24 on how to use PowerPoint presentation. So, in lesson 7, we learned slide basics, for example, how to insert a new slide. So, as you go to do this, you're going to insert new slide, and it'll go after the one that's selected. So, and to move a slide, you simply click it and drag it. As you can see, it goes to the bottom. You can also change the layout of the slide. So if I make sure this slide is highlighted, I click on design and I can change the theme. I can change slide size from standard to widescreen. Also, when you insert a new slide, you also have the option of changing the layout before you do it. So, for example, I want to select the one with just a title slide. As you can see, that arrives like that. To change the layout of the slide when you've already inserted the slide, you simply select the slide, go to layout, and you can change it from there. So you can make it blank, etc. As I said, to apply a theme, you simply go to design, and then you can click on numerous options. If I go to this arrow here, you get all of them available. So you can click what you like, depending on what design you like. Right, in lesson 8, we learnt text basics. So for example, if I wanted to select text, I simply click on the text box and click and hold, so I can select the text like that. We learned about cutting, copying and pasting. So first of all, to copy, simply right click, highlight the text you want to copy like that, and then if I go down here and press paste, so you simply right click and you press paste again, the information is copied. I'll just delete that. To cut and paste, you simply press cut and it deletes the information so that when you paste it, it's back as it is. It just saves the hassle of copying, deleting, then pasting somewhere else. We learned about just aligning information. So say if I want to centralize the information in this text box, I can align it to the central, to the left, to the right. I also change the font color. I can make it bold, underline, change the font size, change the font. A lot of options available. I also know how to find and replace, how to use that command. So you simply press Ctrl F, this box appears. Say if I wanted to find the word summary, I press find next, and then every single word summary will be highlighted in the document. I can then replace this word if I want to, and replace it with another, for example, conclusion. And I can press replace all, replace just that single word. It's really helpful if you wanted to change some words in the document. In lesson 9 we learnt about themes, and as I showed you this before, in lesson 7 you simply click on design and you've got numerous themes available. In lesson 10 we learn about applying transitions. So if I go on transition here, this is basically, it gives the selection of like a picture or like a text box. It like allows the information or the picture to slide in and arrive in a certain way, and as well as the slide transitions. So for example, if I want to, when number 2 arrives and I want it to push up, that's how the slide will change. And you can do this with many other slides like split. So then the next slide will appear through somewhere starting from the center. You can also affect transition duration by going on this here. You can insert a sound and you can apply transitions to all. But if I click on here, you'll see there's numerous transitions like that. So there's some dynamic ones as well. In lesson 11, we'll learn about switch between slides, as I've just been through in lesson 10. To view the outline of a presentation, you simply go to View and Outline View. As you can see, it gives you like what's on the information in like a more of a list, as well as the slides. So you can also add notes if you need to. You can add notes back onto the notes page as well. So then if you print them off, notes will appear next to the slide, which is really good for doing a presentation. You can also insert sections. So if I just get out of this view, back to normal view, you can section. So if I want to add a section, you can name the section, and as you can see, after the slide has been, or before the slide has been selected, they become sections. You can expand the sections, so now all the ones below will be selected. You can also collapse, and as well as remove all sections like that. In lesson 12, we learned about the print pane view. So if I go to File and Print, I can then change number of copies, the size of the paper, select a certain number of sides that need printing, orientation, whether this is landscape or portrait. You can also change the colour, and you can also print a certain amount of slides per page, which is really helpful in notes as well. And you can also insert header and footer. In lesson 13, we learn about presenting your slideshow. So if I go to slideshow, you can play slideshow from the current slide, play from the start. You can also go to presenter view. And this allows you, this will start the presentation, and this will allow you to to write on the document if you've got some notes, and etc. You can change the pen colour, and it's just really good for presenting what you've got. And then to end, you simply press the close, and there you have it. We also learned about the setup show. So if I go to here, you can edit everything, like the amount of time you stay on one slide, whether it loops constantly, if all slides are shown, how you switch between slides, if it's like a time limit or if you do it manually, everything like that. In lesson 14, we learn just inserting lists. So for example, bullet points, as you can see here, how to change the colour of the bullet point. So to do this, simply click the arrow next to it, go on bullets and numbering. You can change the symbol, you can change the colour of the bullet point, the size of the bullet point. You can have a picture as a bullet point, you can have numbers as bullet point. So you can literally set everything you want, edit everything you want there. As you can see, I've just changed the bullet point to a symbol. In lesson 15, we learned about indents and line spacing. So to indent some information, I will go on the summary again. To indent, you simply press the tab button, which will move it to the right, depending on what the setting is. As you can see, it makes it smaller as well, so it's easier to deal with. This is really good for paragraphs as well, depending on what format you need to write in. Also to show ruler. You go on view, press ruler, and the ruler will come up, so it gives you more of an idea of what size the information is and all stuff like that. To move a bullet point, you literally highlight the information and drag it, and the whole bullet point will move. Changing line spacing, go back to home, line spacing. So if I highlight the information, I can make the line spacing 2.0, 1.5. That's how I change that. In lesson 16, we're learning how to insert pictures from file. So if I go back to the home page to show you this, go on insert, picture. You can either select a picture from a file or browse from the internet. So if I want to choose one from file, well, this just loads, and I go down to photos, while this loads. So I could select any picture. I'll just go down to the most recent ones. Here's one of me and my teammates. And then you press insert after you've selected it. And then you can make it smaller, you can rotate it. You can also remove background. So if I've selected the picture and remove background, I can then edit this to really like find the bits in the picture that I want. Obviously, it's hard with a picture with a lot of detail, but that's how you do it. Also, we learn how to do a screenshot. So as I'm using a Mac, to do this, you press the Shift key, Command, and number 3. So that will then screenshot everything that's on your screen and will save it to my desktop, so I can then save it to pictures and move that about. Although I just went through in lesson 16 about inserting the picture from file and how to like edit that, that also comes into lesson 17. So everything in lesson 16 it also is in 17. So I've just covered all that. In lesson 18, we learn about the use of word art, and so to use this, you simply go to insert and go to word art, and it gives you numerous like options of what to write in. So I'll just choose red, and then you simply put your text in, and it will come up the colour of what I selected. To insert a shape, you simply go insert shape there, as you did for word art. You can select a shape. For example, I'll choose a square. I'll then draw the square, and with this you can change the colour of it, the fill, the line options. You can also put text in it if you want. You can change the order, the alignment. Basically, in shape format, you can do anything to the square that you wish. As well as like inserting shadow effects and all sorts of effects to the actual shape. This is the first video of my Screen-O-Matic presentation on PowerPoint. I'm going to make another video to show all the other lessons, which include lesson 19 to 24 that I haven't covered in this video. Thank you for watching.